Hello SIT232, this is my video demonstration for task 3.1P. So in this task I would be describing you about the arrays and list. So this task requires us to manipulate arrays, play around with the arrays in multiple steps. Here are I believe there are 10 steps. I'm gonna comment down the 9th step, and we'll start with the very first step. Alrighty. So in the step 1, let me uncomment it. So here I have initialized an array, double array, my array, which is a new double of size 10. This right here is my array, and I've assigned the values, assigned the double data type to the particular index of array from 0 to 9, and I have printed out the values of the item list using this particular console write line function. So if I execute this, you can see the element at index 0 is 1, 1.1, and so on at 1.9. So this is the first step. Now we'll go to the second step. In this step, what I have done is I've initialized an array of type int, and I've iterated from index 0 to 9 using this particular for loop, and I've assigned the index to the iteration of I. For the 0th index, the value of I is going to be 0, and so on. For the 9th index, which is the 10th value, the value of I is going to be 9, and I have printed out the result. So if I execute this particular step, you can see main method suitable for entry, command save. Yep, the index at 0 is 0, and so on at index at 9 is 9. So this is the second step. Now we'll go to the third step. So in this step, I have a student array of type int with these particular marks in them, and their total is 0, and I've iterated over this particular array using the for loop, and I have accumulated the sum of these total numbers, and I've saved that in the total variable. And using the console write line, I have written the output. The total marks of the student is total, and this consistent of these many marks, and therefore the average. I find the average as well. So if I execute this, you can see the total marks of the student is 849. This consistent of 10 marks, therefore the average is 84. So this is the third step. Let me uncomment the step 4. Alrighty. So in the step 4, I have again there is a new array of type string which have 6 student names, I believe, and I have iterated over this particular array, and I have entered the name of the name of the first student, and you can enter the name of the student and store it in the array. Then thereafter I'm gonna print the name of the students. So if I execute this particular thing, name of the first student is Anshul, Nana, Kabir, Gaur, Olivia, and Harry. So the name of the first student is Anshul, second student is Daniel, third student is Kabir, fourth is Gaur, fifth is Olivia, and sixth is Harry. So this works perfectly fine. Now we'll go to the step 5. In the step 5, I have an array of numbers of type double which have 10 elements in it, and the current size is 0, and the double largest is double dot min value, and the current smallest is double dot maximum value. So this will give the maximum value of the double, and current largest will give the minimum value. And I have iterated over this particular numbers array, and I will ask the user to enter the number, and it will then save the number in the particular array of numbers, and then I will look for the largest and the smallest number using this particular for loop, where I will compare the number if it's greater than the current largest, and current largest is the double minimum, and it will save that to the current largest, and similarly for the current minimum, then I will print the minimum value and the largest value. If I execute this particular step, enter the first number, let's say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and 99. Seventh is 90, 98, 98 again, and 97. So the largest number is 99 and the smallest number is 10. So this works perfectly fine. Let me comment it out and we'll go to the step 7. And here is the 7th step, in which I have a list of type string, and before the step 7 all of them were array. Now we are working with list. So this is the list of type string, that's why we need not to specify how many elements are going to be there. And I have this random value. Using the random library, I've generated a new random and a random number, random value dot next from 1 to 12, which will generate a random number. You need to add this many random number students to your class list. Then I will iterate over to the how many students this random number has generated. Then I will add the name of the students to this particular my student list. Then I will print out the name of the student. So this is the step 7. If I execute this particular step, enter 11 student, okay, Anshul, Kabir, Kaur, Daniel, Harry, Olivia, Matthew, Peter, James, let's say A, B, C, and X, Y, Z. Alrighty. So name of the first student is Anshul, Kavi, Ko, Danal, Olivia, Harry, Matthew, James, ABC, and X, Y, Z, because I'm running out of name in my mind. So this is the step 7. Let me comment this as well. Now we will move to the step 8. Step 8. There we go. So this right here is my integer test array with values 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. And I have this boolean is palindrome test array. Palindrome is gonna be a function. Console.write line is palindrome, then this array is palindrome, otherwise this array is not a palindrome. And how we will check it, we're gonna reverse the array using this dot reverse to array method, and then we will iterate over to this method. If the first element is of the array is equal to the first element of the reversed array, if it's true, then it's a palindrome, otherwise it was going to return false. And if this value is going to return false, then it's going to show this array is not a palindrome. Let's run this. This array is a palindrome because 1, 2, 3, 3 to 1 is a palindrome. And what if I write say 4 here and I save this file, and if I execute this array is not a palindrome. Alrighty, so this is working pretty fine. Now we will go to the step 9. Yep. So what step 9 says is, I have this particular sorted, I have multiple arrays with me. Some of them are sorted, some of them are empty, and some of them are unsorted. So this is my first sorted list. This is my second sorted list. They are sorted because all the numbers are in the ascending order, like 1, 2 to 5 and 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. This is the empty list, and this is the unsorted list. 5, 2 to 1, it's in the descending order, it's not sorted. So if I merge these particular sorted list, then the expected output should be 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 7. It is the expected output. And if I merge with empty array, then expected output should be 1, 2 to 5 if I merge sorted list 1 and the empty list. And if I attempt to merge an unsorted list with any of the sorted list, then the expected output should be null. So here I have my list static merge function, and it accepts two parameters, list A and list B. And firstly we are going to check if is sorted list A. If list A is sorted or list B is sorted, return null. And this exclamatory mark says if it is not sorted, then we should return null. Alrighty, and here's my is sorted function. Is sorted function will check whether the elements in the arrays are sorted or not. If they are not sorted, then it's going to return the null value. as per the task requirement. And here I have this result list which I have initialized, and the two variables I and j, and this while loop will merge them if they are sorted. Then it will merge the element of the first and the second array in a sorted manner, and it's gonna return the result. This is the basic functionality of this merge method, and is this sorted method will check if the list is sorted or not. And I have this another print list method which will print the element, print list. So I so what this does is print list, merge these two. If these two are sorted, then it's gonna print it. If these two are empty and sorted, then it's gonna print it. And if this unsorted and sorted list are gonna be merged, they will return null, and we're gonna print the result of it. Let me execute it. So merge sorted list, expected output, as we can see, merge with an empty list, here's the output, and I have to merge an unsorted list is going to result in null. So this right here is the step 9, and now we will move to the final step. It is step 10. Where is the comment? Alright, let me just copy it and paste it in. So this right here is the step 10, in which I have a two-dimensional array with 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. It's a two-dimensional array because it's an array within an array. So I have this converted array is equal to array conversion method, and which will take one parameter, one argument, that is my array, which I have described here, and 1D array with odd numbers for each. So this right here is my function for array conversion, and 1D array with odd number for each item. Alrighty, so it's gonna print out the arrays with only odd numbers in it. Using this array conversion method, what's gonna do, we're gonna create a temporary list of, and for the each element in the array, we're gonna get the length of it so that we know how many times we need to iterate it. You need I and j. The I index will get the line, and the j index will get the element within the 2D array. And if I and j motto is not divisible by 0, then we will add that to the temporary array, and we will return the temporary list as an array using two-array function. And yep, that's the whole logic behind the code. And for each item in the converted array, converted array is array conversion array, which will store the odd values only, and we will console write the items. So if I execute this code, so you can see 1 3 5 7 9 are printed, because this will check only for the odd numbers, like 1 and 3 are odd, 5 and 7 and 9 are odd. So this right here is my step 10, and that's the end of the video. Thank you.